In this video, we honor the legendary wrestlers who have passed, celebrating their lasting impact on the world of wrestling. We also share heartfelt updates about Roman Reigns, whose recent news has deeply touched fans across the globe. Join us as we remember their incredible legacies and the inspiration they continue to provide. Don't forget to subscribe and help keep their stories alive for generations to come. Ray Washington Traylor Jr., better known as Big Boss Man, was born on May 2, 1963, and rose to fame as a legendary professional wrestler, primarily in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. Starting his career in the mid-1980s, Traylor initially gained recognition as part of the Midnight Express before transforming into the iconic Big Boss Man. His WWF character was that of a tough, no-nonsense law enforcement officer, a former prison guard, who maintained order inside the ring with a commanding presence and an iron fist. This persona quickly made him one of the most memorable and respected figures in wrestling during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Big Boss Man's career highlights include winning the WWF Hardcore Championship and multiple tag team titles, showcasing his versatility and toughness. He was involved in high-profile feuds with wrestlers like The Big Show and The Mountie. His rivalry with The Mountie led to the unforgettable Jailhouse match, a bout that cemented his image as a larger-than-life enforcer of justice. Later, in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, he briefly rebranded as The Boss, a character reminiscent of his WWF persona, further emphasizing his identity as a hard-hitting authority figure. Tragically, Ray Traylor, from a heart attack, has deeply saddened the wrestling community, which remembered him not only for his in-ring talent, but also for his dedication to the craft. Tributes poured in from fans and fellow wrestlers alike, honoring the lasting impact he had on the sport. Big Boss Man's legacy lives on through his iconic matches and the tough blue-collar characters he helped popularize. His influence continues to inspire wrestlers who embody the grit and determination that made him a wrestling legend. The Destroyer, born on July 11, 1930, and was an iconic figure in professional wrestling whose influence still resonates today. Originating from the United States, he became instantly recognizable by his trademark mask, a key part of his persona that added mystery and intrigue to his character, captivating fans wherever he performed. Starting his wrestling career in the 1950s, the Destroyer quickly established himself as a dominant force in the ring. His blend of athleticism, technical skill, and charismatic presence allowed him to connect deeply with audiences. Whether playing the role of a heroic face or a menacing heel, he was a master at storytelling through wrestling. His in-ring style combined finesse and power, making him a respected competitor and a feared opponent. Throughout his career, the Destroyer competed in numerous promotions, including the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, winning multiple championships along the way. His appeal crossed geographic and cultural boundaries, helping to popularize masked wrestlers in the American wrestling scene and inspiring many future stars. Beyond his success as a performer, the Destroyer dedicated part of his life to training and mentoring young wrestlers. His knowledge, professionalism, and passion for the sport helped shape the careers of many up-and-coming talents, ensuring his legacy would live on through the next generations. In addition to his wrestling achievements, the Destroyer made several appearances in television and documentaries, further cementing his place in popular culture. His story and career were celebrated as part of wrestling's rich history, honoring a man who helped define the golden era of the sport. The Destroyer's passing in 2019 marked the end of a remarkable chapter, but his enduring impact and contributions continue to inspire wrestlers and fans worldwide. Starman, born on November 16, 1974, was a beloved professional wrestler whose vibrant career made a significant impact on the wrestling world. Known for his colorful persona and dynamic high-flying style, Starman quickly became a fan favorite, especially among younger audiences. His unique ring attire, often featuring bright colors and star motifs, made him instantly recognizable and helped him stand out in a crowded field of competitors. Throughout his career, Starman showcased incredible athleticism and charisma across various wrestling promotions. His signature aerial maneuvers wowed crowds and earned him respect from fans and fellow wrestlers alike. More than just a performer, Starman was deeply committed to entertaining and connecting with the audience, always giving his all inside the ring. Outside the squared circle, Starman was equally dedicated to the wrestling community. He often took part in charity events and appeared at local wrestling shows, where he inspired many young wrestlers with his passion and positive attitude. His genuine enthusiasm and kindness made him not only a talented athlete, but also a role model for aspiring wrestlers. Tragically, Starman passed away at the age of 47, leaving the wrestling community shocked and saddened. His untimely sparked an outpouring of tributes from fans and colleagues who celebrated his remarkable career and the joy he brought to the sport. Despite his passing, Starman's legacy endures through the countless lives he influenced, both in the ring and beyond. Remembered for his extraordinary talent, colorful personality, and unwavering love for professional wrestling, Starman continues to inspire fans and wrestlers around the world. His spirit and dedication to the craft will always hold a special place in wrestling history. Billy Two Rivers, born on May 5, 1935, was a distinguished professional wrestler and a passionate indigenous activist whose life left a profound impact on both the wrestling world and indigenous communities. Originating from the Mohawk Nation, he embarked on his wrestling career in the late 1950s, quickly gaining attention for his powerful athleticism and distinctive style. His indigenous heritage deeply influenced his wrestling persona, as he often wove elements of his culture into his performances, making him stand out in a highly competitive industry. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Two Rivers competed in prominent wrestling promotions such as the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Fans and fellow wrestlers admired him not only for his technical skills inside the ring, but also for his charismatic presence and genuine ability to connect with audiences. He faced some of the era's biggest wrestling icons, earning widespread respect and cementing his place in wrestling history. Beyond the wrestling ring, Billy Two Rivers was deeply committed to indigenous rights and cultural preservation. After retiring from active wrestling, he devoted much of his life to advocating for indigenous peoples, using his platform to highlight the challenges faced by his community and to promote greater awareness, understanding, and respect for indigenous culture and rights. Billy Two Rivers passed away peacefully at the age of 87. Reports indicate that his death was due to natural causes related to age and health complications common among elderly individuals, including heart and respiratory issues. His passing marked the end of an era but left behind a lasting legacy. He is remembered not only as a trailblazing wrestler who broke barriers for indigenous athletes, but also as a tireless advocate whose work continues to inspire new generations to honor their heritage and strive for equality. His life story stands as a testament to the power of resilience, culture, and activism intertwined with sporting excellence. The original Sheik, born Edward George Farhat on March 6, 1924 in Lansing, Michigan, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling whose impact still resonates today. Drawing on his Lebanese heritage, he crafted a captivating and villainous persona that became a staple of wrestling's heel tradition. Farhat's career began in the 1940s, and he quickly rose to fame for his intense, brutal style and willingness to bend the rules. Known for using foreign objects and illegal moves, he left many opponents battered and bloodied, thrilling crowds and establishing himself as a fierce competitor. Throughout his career, the Sheik won multiple championships, most notably the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, solidifying his place among wrestling's elite. He was especially influential in the Detroit wrestling scene, where his presence helped grow the sport's popularity. His fierce rivalries with iconic wrestlers like Bruno Sammartino and Dick the Bruiser captivated audiences and generated immense interest in professional wrestling. The Sheik's legacy extends beyond his in-ring success. He introduced signature moves such as the camel clutch and brought a theatrical flair that set the stage for future wrestling superstars. His blend of charisma, toughness, and showmanship helped shape wrestling into the entertainment spectacle it is today. After retiring in the late 1980s, the Sheik became a promoter and trainer, mentoring upcoming talent and ensuring his influence continued into the next generation. Remembered as a pioneer of innovation and theatricality, the original Sheik remains one of professional wrestling's most significant and unforgettable icons. Balls Mahoney, the beloved professional wrestler known for his hardcore style and fan-favorite persona, tragically passed away at the young age of 44. His shocked the wrestling community and fans worldwide, raising questions about the causes behind his untimely passing. The official cause of Balls Mahoney's death was later revealed to be a heart attack. Mahoney suffered from underlying heart-related health issues, which were exacerbated by the physically demanding nature of his wrestling career and his lifestyle choices. Like many wrestlers of his era, Mahoney endured numerous physical stresses, including repeated injuries, intense matches, and a grueling schedule, all of which can take a toll on cardiovascular health over time. Additionally, wrestling legends from the same generation often faced challenges such as substance abuse and chronic pain, factors known to contribute to premature heart conditions. Although there is no public record confirming Mahoney's struggles with substances, the wrestling industry during the 1990s and early 2000s was notorious for its high risk of such health issues among performers. It's important to note that athletes in physically demanding professions, particularly in professional wrestling's hardcore and extreme styles, face an increased risk of cardiac problems due to the combination of repeated trauma, stress, and sometimes insufficient medical monitoring. Balls Mahoney's is a reminder of the serious health risks wrestlers face, especially those involved in the hardcore wrestling scene. His passing brought attention to the importance of heart health awareness, medical care, and support for wrestlers both during and after their careers. Despite his early, Balls Mahoney's legacy endures, and his fans remember him for his passion, energy, and unforgettable contributions to professional wrestling. Brian Christopher, born Brian Lawler on January 10, 1969, in Memphis, Tennessee, was a professional wrestler known for his electrifying presence and charismatic persona. As the son of wrestling legend Jerry the King Lawler, Brian was immersed in the wrestling world from an early age, yet he forged his own identity in the industry. He gained fame primarily in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, under the ring name Grandmaster Sexay. Brian began his wrestling career in the early 1990s, working in various regional promotions before signing with WWE in 1997. There, he embraced the flamboyant and high-energy character of Grandmaster Sexay, known for his flashy attire, signature dance moves, and vibrant personality. Alongside his tag team partner Scotty 2 Hotty, Brian formed the wildly popular duo Too Cool. Their entertaining antics and dance routines made them fan favorites, and they achieved notable success by capturing the WWE Tag Team Championship. Despite his professional success, Brian Christopher faced significant personal challenges. Throughout his life, he struggled with substance abuse and legal troubles, which increasingly impacted his career and personal well-being. In the years following his departure from WWE, he continued wrestling on the independent circuit, but found it difficult to overcome these issues. Tragically, Brian Christopher passed away at the age of 46, while in custody in Memphis. His death was ruled as a result of complications from an alleged suicide. Reports indicated that he was found hanging in his jail cell after being arrested on charges related to driving under the influence and other offenses. Despite efforts to save him, Brian succumbed to the injuries sustained. Brian Christopher's death shocked the wrestling community, highlighting the often unseen struggles wrestlers face behind the scenes. His legacy endures through the memorable moments he created as Grandmaster Sexay and his influential role in shaping tag team wrestling during the late 1990s and early 2000s. His vibrant performances and charisma continue to be remembered by fans worldwide. Don Kernodle, born September 12, 1954, is a retired American professional wrestler, best known for his influential career throughout the 1980s and early 1990s. Primarily making his mark in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and various regional promotions, Kernodle became recognized for his solid technical skills and toughness inside the ring. Starting his wrestling journey in the mid-1970s, Kernodle quickly earned a reputation as a dependable and skilled competitor. He often teamed with notable wrestlers, most famously Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Together, Kernodle and Sawyer achieved notable success, capturing the NWA World Tag Team Championship, a highlight that firmly established Kernodle as a prominent figure in professional wrestling. Kernodle's career peaked in the NWA's Mid-Atlantic territory, where he engaged in intense rivalries with some of the sport's biggest stars, including Ric Flair and members of the famed Anderson family. His in-ring style was marked by technical proficiency and a charismatic presence, enabling him to connect well with fans and maintain popularity as both a singles wrestler and a tag team competitor. Throughout his career, Kernodle participated in major wrestling events like Starrcade, which further elevated his profile within the wrestling world. By the early 1990s, he transitioned out of active competition, retiring from the ring but continuing to influence the wrestling community. Post-retirement, Kernodle remained active behind the scenes as a coach and mentor, helping to shape and guide the next generation of wrestling talent. His lasting contributions to professional wrestling are remembered fondly by both fans and peers, cementing his legacy as a respected and skilled performer who played an important role in the sport's history. Leati Joseph Anoa'i, the man the world knows as Roman Reigns, was born on May 25, 1985 in Pensacola, Florida, into a lineage steeped in wrestling greatness. The Anoa'i family is one of the most respected dynasties in professional wrestling history, producing icons like The Rock's cousin Yokozuna, Rikishi, the Usos, and many others who have left an indelible mark on the sport. Yet, despite his wrestling bloodline, Roman's earliest passion was not for the squared circle, it was football. Early life and football roots. Growing up in Pensacola, Roman Reigns was a naturally gifted athlete. In high school, he displayed remarkable talent on the football field, primarily as a defensive tackle, a position demanding a unique blend of size, speed, and strength. His imposing physical stature, eventually reaching 6 feet 3 inches and around 265 pounds, coupled with his work ethic, made him stand out early on. His football journey led him to the Georgia Institute of Technology, where he played for the Yellow Jackets. Roman's performance at the collegiate level was solid, earning him attention from NFL scouts. Though not a first-round pick, his tenacity and raw athleticism earned him opportunities with NFL teams, including the Minnesota Vikings and Jacksonville Jaguars. Despite his best efforts and physical gifts, the professional football dream proved elusive. Roman's NFL career was brief, hampered by the highly competitive nature of the league and injuries that slowed his progress. Though some might have seen this as a setback, for Roman Reigns, it was a pivotal turning point. The disappointment of not sticking in the NFL opened the door for a new path, one that would ultimately make him a household name worldwide: professional wrestling. The wrestling genesis, signing with WWE. In 2010, Roman signed a developmental contract with WWE, signaling the beginning of a transformative journey. Assigned to Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, WWE's developmental territory before NXT, he began rigorous training under experienced coaches. FCW was a crucible for many future WWE stars, and Roman's commitment to mastering the nuances of wrestling was clear. During this period, he worked hard to develop his in-ring skills, learn character work, and understand the intricate storytelling WWE demanded. When FCW evolved into NXT, WWE's revamped developmental system, Roman was rebranded with a new character. His early persona was that of a cocky corporate heel, arrogant and self-assured, designed to generate heat and develop his mic skills. However, it was not until 2012 that Roman Reigns would find his true footing in WWE's main roster spotlight. The Shield, a wrestling phenomenon. November 2012 at Survivor Series marked a watershed moment in WWE history with the debut of The Shield. Roman Reigns, alongside Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, stormed into the arena with an unforgettable impact. Their interference in the WWE Championship match, attacking top star Ryback and asserting themselves with ruthless aggression, instantly grabbed the attention of fans. The Shield was not just another faction. They redefined what a dominant group could be in WWE. Their trademark black tactical gear, tight-knit brotherhood, and ferocious in-ring style made them a force to be reckoned with. Reigns, as the powerhouse of the trio, was the embodiment of raw strength and athleticism. His signature spear finisher became a devastating weapon, a visual spectacle that thrilled audiences worldwide. The Shield's impact was immediate and lasting. They captured the WWE Tag Team Championships, and their rivalries with top stars created some of the most memorable moments of the 2010s. The group's chemistry and storytelling brought a new energy to WWE programming. However, in 2014, internal tensions came to a head. Seth Rollins betrayed the Shield, turning on his brothers in a shocking moment that fractured the faction and launched Roman Reigns' singles career. The singles run, triumphs and challenges. Post-Shield, WWE positioned Roman Reigns as their next marquee star, the face of the company. The company invested heavily in building him up as the future of WWE. He headlined multiple WrestleManias, arguably the biggest stage in professional wrestling. His athleticism, combined with his ability to deliver high-impact matches, made him a main event fixture. One of the biggest highlights of his singles run was winning the 2015 Royal Rumble, a career milestone that positioned him as a legitimate contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Over the years, Reigns battled legendary names such as Brock Lesnar, Triple H, and The Undertaker in marquee matches that tested his mettle and showcased his ability to perform under pressure. However, despite these professional achievements, Roman Reigns' journey was not without obstacles. He faced significant pushback from fans who were resistant to WWE's heavy push of Reigns as the company's top star. Critics questioned the organic nature of his rise, and some fans vocally expressed frustration during his matches and promos. This polarized reception presented a unique challenge for Roman, who maintained professionalism and continued to evolve his craft. Yet, Reigns remained resilient. He leaned into the criticism, adjusted his style, and kept proving himself night after night. His work ethic and dedication to his craft won over many doubters, and he continued to amass championship victories and headlined major pay-per-view events. A life-altering announcement, battling leukemia. In October 2018, the wrestling world was shaken by a profoundly personal revelation. On an episode of Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns tearfully disclosed that he had been battling leukemia for over a decade. The disease, which had been in remission since 2008, had returned, forcing him to relinquish the WWE Universal Championship and take a hiatus from wrestling. This announcement was a moment of vulnerability rarely seen in WWE's scripted environment. It transcended wrestling and brought attention to the very real challenges faced by athletes beyond the spotlight. Fans, fellow wrestlers, and the broader WWE Universe rallied behind Reigns, sending messages of support and admiration for his courage. Roman's transparency about his leukemia battle elevated him beyond a mere wrestling character. He became an inspiration to those fighting similar battles worldwide. His story of fighting a life-threatening illness while maintaining the dream of wrestling stardom resonated deeply. After months of intense treatment, Reigns made a triumphant return in February 2019. He announced that his leukemia was once again in remission, and his comeback was greeted with overwhelming cheers and support. This moment marked a new chapter in his career, one underscored by renewed appreciation for health, family, and the fans who stood by him. The Tribal Chief, a career reinvention. Upon his return, WWE and Roman Reigns embarked on a creative transformation that would redefine his career trajectory. In August 2020, Roman aligned himself with legendary manager Paul Heyman and adopted the persona known as the Tribal Chief. This character was a departure from the fan-favorite babyface he had often been. The Tribal Chief was a commanding, authoritative figure, a leader who demanded respect not just as a champion, but as the head of the family. He wielded power with calculated intensity and a regal presence, embodying the role of WWE's dominant alpha male. The Tribal Chief's storyline centered around the powerful Anoa'i family legacy, with Reigns asserting dominance over his cousins, the Usos, and later, Solo Sikoa. This faction, known as the Bloodline, became the foundation of WWE's storytelling, portraying family loyalty, dominance, and complex interpersonal dynamics. Roman's in-ring performances during this era reached new heights. His matches against legends like Edge, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar were critically acclaimed, combining storytelling with athleticism and raw emotion. His Universal Championship reign during this period became one of the longest and most successful in WWE history. The Tribal Chief persona resonated strongly with fans and critics alike. It showcased Roman's ability to evolve, proving he was not a one-dimensional performer, but a multifaceted star capable of carrying complex narratives. Injury setbacks, scripted versus real. Like any elite athlete in the physically demanding world of professional wrestling, Roman Reigns has faced his share of injuries. In 2024, during the Royal Rumble event, a storyline injury became a major talking point. After both he and Seth Rollins were eliminated, Rollins launched a vicious post-match assault, delivering two brutal stomps, one onto the unforgiving steel ring steps. This angle was crafted to heighten drama and build anticipation for future clashes. Soon after, rumors began to swirl that Roman Reigns might have suffered a legitimate injury during the attack. However, these claims were quickly debunked by reliable sources close to WWE, confirming that Reigns was in good health and fully capable of continuing his run. Beyond scripted storylines, Reigns has managed multiple legitimate injuries throughout his career. Concussions, shoulder issues, and a notable nose surgery in 2016 have all been part of his journey. His ability to rehabilitate and return to peak performance underscores his resilience and dedication to the craft. The truth about his health, dispelling rumors. Roman Reigns' public battle with leukemia has inevitably sparked rumors and speculation about his health status. Some have suggested that WWE might be concealing serious health problems or that Roman was at imminent risk of a leukemia relapse. These theories, however, lack foundation. Roman has addressed his health openly in interviews, explaining that he continues to take oral chemotherapy as a preventative measure. This ongoing treatment helps reduce the risk of leukemia returning, but crucially, it has not impacted his ability to perform at the highest levels inside the WWE ring. Additionally, rumors about WWE planning to phase Reigns out due to health concerns have been dispelled. His part-time schedule is a strategic choice aimed at preserving his longevity, adding mystique to his character and allowing him to balance personal priorities with professional commitments. Legacy. Cementing his place among wrestling's greats. Roman Reigns' career is a story of overcoming obstacles, adapting to challenges, and consistently rising to the occasion. From his breakout days as a member of The Shield to his current reign as the Tribal Chief, he has demonstrated an extraordinary ability to evolve both inside and outside the ring. His reigns as Universal Champion, multiple world title victories, and consistent presence at WWE's biggest events have earned him recognition as one of the company's most important figures. Beyond statistics and titles, Roman's influence extends to how he has reshaped WWE storytelling, blending family legacy, personal struggle, and sheer dominance. His battle with leukemia adds a layer of depth to his legacy. It transforms him from a mere performer into a symbol of courage, resilience, and hope. His openness about his illness and determination to keep fighting inspires not only wrestling fans but anyone facing adversity. What lies ahead? Roman Reigns' future in WWE appears luminous. While speculation continues about when he might drop the Universal Championship or transition to a part-time role similar to WWE legends like The Rock or John Cena, no one doubts his star power or significance to the company. His part-time appearances have only enhanced his mystique, allowing him to make each match feel special and impactful. Whether he chooses to continue his dominance in the ring or take on a mentoring or ambassadorial role, his influence on WWE's landscape is secure.